Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Welcome to your Monday night. I'm meteorologist Andrew Humphrey. Mostly clear skies for tonight. Snowflakes all someplace else. How cold does it get tonight? Any snowflakes or raindrops in our future? Your 7-day forecast minutes away.
Okay, Andrew, and just hours before the impeachment trial takes center stage in Washington, the Senate Republican leadership lays out the rules for the president's trial and what to expect tomorrow afternoon.
She was sitting in the back seat of a parked car when it was rear-ended, killing her.
It hurts in the inside. It really hurts that we standing out here for our little sister that's not here anymore.
Tonight, family and friends gather to remember a young life cut so short. Good to have you with us tonight at 11. Aaliyah Jones was waiting for soup last week in a parked car on East 7 Mile Road when a driver crashed into her.
She later died from her injuries. Tonight, her family wondering why that driver hit a parked car on a well-lit street. Priya Mann is live at Detroit Receiving Hospital. Priya, loved ones were praying that she would survive.
Yeah, that's right, Kim and Devin, but Aaliyah had a traumatic brain injury. She spent days in a coma here at Detroit Receiving. On Saturday, her family made the heartbreaking decision to take Aaliyah off of life support.
Y'all snatched the life away from us. She was only 20 years old.
Aaliyah Jones had just graduated high school and wanted to become a nurse, but those dreams were cut short when the young woman was killed sitting in a parked car with her boyfriend.
We didn't hear any brakes. They didn't try to stop or anything.
The couple was rear-ended last week while they were parked outside of Cam's on 7 Mile near Mound.
She loved wonton soup. And we was just in the car waiting, and out of nowhere, we just got hit.
Jones was in the back seat when the out-of-control driver slammed into the back of their car.
She just wasn't moving, and I had to pull her out the car, and it was just... at first, I thought she just blacked out for a second.
But Aaliyah had suffered a catastrophic brain injury and was rushed to the hospital. Loved ones never left her side. Days later, she was taken off of life support.
For me, it's hard, but at the same time, she was loved. Everybody loved her.
She was the sweetest girl, the sweetest smile.
Love you, Aaliyah!
Monday night, they gathered at the spot the car was hit to remember a young woman taken too soon.
Normally you expect to be burying someone older or something, you know? Not no baby. She just beginning her life. She's really going to be missed.
And Aaliyah was the youngest of 10 and leaves behind a lot of nieces and nephews. The other driver is a 28-year-old woman. She wasn't injured, stayed at the scene. Detroit police are investigating. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Yeah, and Priya, you mentioned the driver. What more do we know about the driver? Has she been charged?
Well, I spoke to Detroit police. They are going to submit a warrant request to the prosecutor's office later this week. They're looking into whether speed, distracted driving, or something else played a factor in this fatal crash. We'll, of course, continue to follow this story. Send it back to you.
Just so sad, just 20 years old. All right, Priya.
Well, it is a chilly night across Metro Detroit and going to be colder tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Andrew is in for Ben with single-digit wind chills as kids go back to school here, Andrew.
That's right. Any sort of wind will drop those wind chills, and we've already got temperatures in the teens. In fact, this morning we woke up to 13 degrees. Now, keep in mind, it has been colder on this day. I mean, look at the record low. That's not 14. That's minus 14 set back in 1985. So we've seen colder, but that being said, yes, we needed our winter gear for this morning and all day with a high temperature only of 27. Now we've got 19 degrees. We have a calm wind, so wind chill not very brutal, but any wind at all, whether it's 2 miles per hour or 5 miles per hour, will drop those wind chills into the single digits. It's 17 for our friends in Pontiac, 19 over in Ann Arbor. So overnight tonight, it remains partly to mostly cloudy. Temperatures down to about 12, so frigid conditions continue for tonight. But how high do temperatures go tomorrow afternoon? Can we make it above freezing later this week? That with your 7-day forecast in minutes.
All right, Andrew. 3 years ago tonight in Washington, it was such a different atmosphere. President Trump and Republicans were celebrating his inauguration. Now, exactly 3 years later, he and his party are hunkering down to defend his presidency in the third impeachment trial in our nation's history. Jason Colthorpe in the newsroom tonight with a look at what we expect we're going to see. There's still left a lot to the imagination here, Jason.
Oh, you're not kidding, Devin. And through the House proceedings, we really haven't gotten a sense of what the president's defense will be because no defense witnesses testified or showed up. But tonight, it is becoming clear what the focus will be and if that will be enough to change any minds in the Republican majority.
Democrats allege Donald Trump abused his power as president, enough to reach the definition of high crimes and misdemeanors. And tonight, at least part of his legal team is willing to concede the abuse of power. But Alan Dershowitz is arguing that's not enough to remove him from office.
His abuse of power is not the criteria for impeachment, any more than dishonesty would be a criteria for impeachment.
The rest of the president's team won't deny he pressured the Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden, but that he was within his rights to try and root out corruption.
This is the first time in history where a president has been impeached for a non-crime for events that never occurred.
I think what we want in the impeachment trial is an open, fair, transparent trial.
Congresswoman Debbie Dingell would like to see testimony from witnesses who were not available during those House hearings.
I think that all the senators should want as much information as possible. And for me, the most important thing is that there should be witnesses.
She's calling on senators of both parties to remember the oaths they've taken, including the ones administered by the Chief Justice for this historic trial.
We all have oversight responsibilities. And when we take that oath of office, no one's above the law. And our job is to protect the Constitution.
Again, this all begins at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Tonight, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is releasing some trial rules, and it will call for a simple majority vote on whether to allow witnesses. There will be a vote on that. The rules give each side 24 hours to present their case over just 2 days, according to his setup, meaning this could go into some marathon sessions late into each night. And as you hinted, Devin, this really could go many different ways depending on what rules they do adopt with this. We should be prepared for everything.
It is strange to go into it with it starting tomorrow and not really have a full grasp of the ground rules yet, isn't it?
It really is incredible, and we'll have to wait and see. If there are witnesses, then the question is who's coming in and what will that testimony look like?
It seems they're going to need at least 4 Republicans to vote in favor of having witnesses and further testimony and evidence. We'll see if that happens. NBC News is going to have special coverage of the president's impeachment trial. You'll watch it right here on Local 4. We'll stream it on clickondetroit.com. We do expect that we do know that I say expect. Things could change tomorrow, we expect. But right now, everything is slated to get underway at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
In more news tonight, the man accused of doing donuts on I-94 in Detroit last month is expected to be formally charged tomorrow. 22-year-old Devin Cronk of Allen Park is facing charges of reckless driving and disturbing the peace. This video of him allegedly doing donuts on the freeway quickly went viral. Police say they tried to arrest Cronk on Christmas Day, but he ran off. He eventually turned himself in. And tonight, Roseville police are looking for a man they say robbed an ABC warehouse. It happened Thursday at the store on 13 Mile near Gratiot. Police say minutes before closing, the man walked into the store asking to use the bathroom. But when he was told they were closing, he pulled a gun. Surveillance video here shows him going to the register where an employee gives him money. He then ran off. If you recognize him, call Roseville police.
The life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebrated on this holiday all day across the country and tonight at the Fox Theater.
Today would have been Dr. King's 91st birthday. The Reverend Jesse Jackson and Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan were among the many at tonight's event, which also honored longtime Congressman John Conyers, who passed away last October at the age of 90.
A trade development tonight. New this evening, President Trump has agreed to hold off on massive new tariffs on French goods, which were going to include tariffs on wine, cheese, and designer handbags after a phone conversation with French President Emmanuel Macron. President Trump had threatened the new tariffs in retaliation to a new digital tax in France on American tech companies like Facebook and Google. The two sides say they have agreed to hold off on any new tariffs until the end of the year.
Still ahead, the state of Michigan is spending millions of dollars to track thousands of criminals.
Why the state is being forced to change the way it uses ankle tethers on parolees.
And a shocking scene during a high school wrestling match. The video showing a father attack his son's opponent.
For years, it's been the place to be for U.S. ice dance. Now world-renowned ice dancing guru Igor Shpilban is leading a new crop of up-and-comers at the Novi Ice Arena.
I feel like it's the best place for us to skate in right now, and anytime. This is the center of figure skating right here, and it's a pleasure for us to be here.
Get to know the skaters right before they hit the ice for U.S. Nationals, next on Local 4.
A life-changing medical condition forced her to end one career, but this local woman had something sweet up her sleeve. Tasty Tuesday, 6 a.m.